Hello, my name is Kristan and I'm from Supporting Balance. I'm here today to talk to you about histamines. What are they? What symptoms can they lead to? And what can you do about them? What do they relate to when it comes to minerals? They're a pretty common thing to experience even if you're not familiar with it. So typical histamine symptoms that most people think of might be hay fever, sneezing, itchy eyes, that sort of thing. But they can also extend to headaches, migraines, sore stomach, constipation, diarrhea. Insomnia is a big one, and generally disruption to sleep. Anxiety can be highly tied in with it. Food reactions or just not feeling quite right after eating foods, and probably quite a lot more that I'm not covering. But it can actually tie in with many of the symptoms that people experience day to day. Why is this the case? Why do some people get a histamine response and others don't? Why can it be so disruptive to the body when someone eats one food or a group of foods? Or why can it be that we seem fine generally and then you eat a different combination of foods, or one food that's fine one week and why is it not fine the next? How does that come to be? So our bodies naturally have histamines in them. It's naturally in the cells. We expect to have some histamines as a byproduct of normal cell function. We also have natural antihistamines that circulate around our body. So we create some in our blood so that it's circulating around there. We also naturally create some in our digestive system. So why would we not have enough of that to the natural antihistamines to deal with the histamine levels? We need plenty of minerals, including bioavailable copper and magnesium, to help offset that. There's a bit more to that, but we'll loop back more later as well. The thing is, when our body is under stress, our available copper, bioavailable copper and magnesium, they're prioritized to go elsewhere. Because if we think about it, especially digestion, do we need digestion in order to run away from the proverbial bear or lion or something that's chasing us? If our body is perceiving stress, not really. Digestion is going to come second. So if the body is constantly prioritizing those nutrients to deal with other stress responses, to do with keeping our heart beating, keeping our brain going, and so on, then you can imagine that the priority is less about histamines and more about the core features that we need in order to function, just to survive till tomorrow. So if the body's perception is, I'm not safe, I'm not protected, I don't have safety in housing, I don't have safety in food, or many other perceived things, and often our past experiences have our brain in this elevated fight or flight mode, even if consciously we're going, yeah, we're safe, we're fine, there's no big issues here right now. Our subconscious can have us on high, sort of heavy alert, hypervigilant, and that will trigger these other metabolic changes or make less nutrients available for less important things like digestion or dealing with histamines in the blood. So do we have enough natural antihistamines created by our body? Maybe not. Do we respond with too many histamines compared to what you would normally expect? This can happen if we have things like mast cell activation syndrome, and also just because of the lack of nutrients available when the cells start looking for backup pathways in order to deal with, like, we have ideal or optimal pathways that we would typically use in our body. But if we don't have the nutrients available, the body will find other ways to do things. And so if we're getting down in, option A isn't there, option B isn't there, maybe we're option C, D, or all the way through the alphabet, then the body may be utilizing nutrients at a faster rate. And so we're making more histamines in response to something being present than we normally would, because the body hasn't got the signal that it doesn't need to respond with a big flush of your histamines. So it's a matter of, are triggers there that may not be triggered if we, for instance, broke our food down more completely? If we've got leaky gut or an inefficient digestive system, we may not break the foods down into the tiny little components that our body ideally needs. And some of those may make it through into circulation, and the body has to put some more effort into digesting in the blood. It's not really digestion, but dealing with what's come through. And so leaky gut can contribute to high histamine responses because you've got more things that are noticed as foreign in the body, and the histamine response can come as a byproduct of that. What happens then if you may have, whether it's leaky gut or some other reason why the body is releasing more histamines, and you're out of balance from a nutrients point of view, and you don't have those building blocks to make your own natural antioxidants either in your digestive lining or in your blood, you're going to get a histamine response. So the more that we can look holistically at ways to reduce stress on your body, to get the building blocks that you need, so the bioavailable copper, the magnesium, the other components that we support within the work that I do in supporting balance, my team as well. We're looking to get the nutrients in. We're looking to digest them more effectively. So that might be supporting digestion, using digestive enzymes, apple cider vinegar before eating a meal in water. Don't ever drink that straight. Or other digestive support. It's about giving our bodies signals that we're safe, especially when we're digesting food. So if you sit down to eat a meal, I highly recommend sitting, not walking around eating, because if we're wandering around eating, our body may be going, well, it's not safe enough to sit down, so I need to be hypervigilant, and you can be contributing to the stress response without even realizing it. The other aspect there is if you sit and then take, say, 5 really deep breaths, and a nice little sigh within it, you can't have deep breaths if you're running away from danger. You literally can't be doing the same things at the same time. Not in that style. Obviously, you can be huffing and puffing because you're trying to escape from something, but big, deep, calming breaths, you can't do that if you're in danger. So it gives your body a cue that you are safe from danger, that whatever worries you might have that's floating around in your mind at that point, you're safe to rest and digest. The more that you can do that repeatedly, every time you have a meal, every time you eat, just take the few seconds that it takes. It's such a quick thing to do, but it can really calm your nervous system down. A lot more blood will come to your digestive system. A lot more priority will be put into noticing the smells and the texture and all the things that comes with a meal. And then beyond that, you really want to utilize that nervous system calming, that down regulation, to release more stomach acid so that you're going to break down your food more completely. For your intestines to get the signals that it needs to release digestive enzymes so that you also break down what comes from the stomach more effectively. So I'd encourage you to utilize this to help break the food down more completely. And then beyond digestive support, as far as breaking the food down, you may find that having something like desiccated kidney capsules or including beef kidney somewhere in your routine may be a really great way to give you a natural boost of one of the natural antihistamines, DAO or diamine oxide. You can also use products like Nature's Sunshine Histablock or FIQ, Formula IQ, Histamine IQ. Those products can give you a natural way of reducing histamines without taking your heavy pharmaceutical medications. So it can give you some relief while you're working on some of the other areas. It's a bit of a helper, a bit of a crutch. I don't know that I'd recommend using any of the herbal things all the time. I don't think that our bodies need that. But if you're at a point where you can't eat a lot of foods, which I've been there and done that, I didn't know of such options existing. Being able to widen your diet is such an important thing to be able to help you replenish nutrients and to be able to help you live your life with less stress and bring that stress down by having less reactions. So use these as a tool to help you self-regulate your body, to learn when you need them. For instance, if there's certain flowers outside at our place, my daughter might have one of the Histamine IQ products, and that will do her for 24 hours. She only needs one capsule, and that seems to be enough. You just need to find what works for you. We do take the kidney capsules quite regularly in our routine as well, and that keeps everybody a lot less histamine-y and a lot less likely to have a flare-up. So please put these into place. Give me some feedback on what you've taken out of this video, what's helped you the most. If you would like some personalized support, I'm available, as is my team. So please reach out to us. I'll make sure that the details are along with this video so that you can contact us. If you would have any other questions you would like covered in a video like this, please feel free to ask and I'll see what I can do. Please also check out, I've got past webinars and Q&As which cover topics like this one, so I'll make sure that the link is with this video as well. And I hope that you got something out of this and can share with me what that might be. Whether it's you come and work with me or not, I am absolutely fine with it, but I would love to hear feedback. All right, see you later.